Hey everyone, I was watching some good everyday carry sort of videos and self-defense videos a few people on YouTube have done. I looked at one of Jack Striker's ones recently where he was sort of showing you his old flak jacket he's got, army one. It's the more modern one that I've got because I've got the Northern Ireland one, which is ballistic nylon rather than being an actual flak jacket. But, wow, it's a flak jacket, you know what I mean, not a modern Kevlar one. But he was showing you how that's good because they have Kevlar panels in, they're knife resistant, bullet resistant for small calibers, and obviously shrapnel resistant. So you can use it and wear it under a coat as body armour because they're quite slimline. So I was going to do something a bit like that. Now I've done another video on this, but I have an old police L2 stab vest, combined stab and Kevlar vest for bullets. It's level 2 Kevlar, which means it will stop some pistol bullets but not all of them at close range. So if you were wanting something more for pistol bullets, I'd probably go for an L3 jacket, but then it's a bit more bulky. But I wear it to work because my area's turned into a total shithole. So you know, I wear it into work just for safety reasons because you have so many, you know, crackheads waving bottles around. You never see police really anymore. So then I got an L2 jacket specifically for that. So I've got it under this coat, so it makes you look a bit bulky, but unless somebody knows you really well, they won't notice the difference in body size. You just look a bit, you know, burlier with it on, a bit fat or whatever, but in some ways that's good because a potential mugger isn't necessarily going to want to pick on you or go for an easier target if you look quite bulky on, you know, and that's partially to the jacket. But then underneath we've got the stab proof on, Kevlar, you know, good thing. So any big coat, bomber jacket should work well. I think Mike said on one of his videos, I haven't tried my bomber jacket over it, but I imagine it would because of the padded shape of it. Something like an M65 jacket I've got would go very well over this, but just any sort of lumberjack sort of fleece shirt or denim jacket, if it's a bulky enough one, will go over it. And unless somebody knows what you look like, they won't notice the difference in body shape with it on. So yeah, so you can't actually tell I've got that jacket on from this, which is sort of the point of a concealed one because you don't want to have to keep answering questions to people while you got your stab proof on. So there's that. But I was thinking what other good, you know, self-defense items could you carry, and Mike did a video recently on stuff that's legal to carry. How the law is in the UK means that sadly self-defense is pretty much illegal, I'm afraid. You often get away with it, but unlike America where they've actually got freedom, over here, if you carry something on you specifically for self-defense, you're not allowed. So these are everyday items you could carry on you but could also be used for a self-defense purpose. So Mike's done a good list, so I'm not going to really go over things he's used, but I thought of things that I might carry on me now and again. And one of these I've spoken to people about in the comments, but I haven't shown it on a video, so I'll do just that now. So, first item, obviously a lot of people have mentioned these, I've done a video on it before, is to use a torch for self-defense. As you can see, if you were going to mug me, attack me, and I shone that in your face, you know, that would be really bright. Some torches have a strobe mode like this one. You could always hit somebody with a torch or kick them, bring your knee up or whatever, as you're stunning them with the torch. Obviously in the dark, if I show you that, your eyes really wouldn't be able to adjust to that with somebody shining that in your face, but I can see perfectly well. Like I said, if you have full bright torch in somebody's eyes as well, they wouldn't be able to focus really, and then you can hit them, escape, whatever. This torch is an Anchor torch, LC40, very popular on Amazon. I ended up getting one for somebody for a present because they didn't want a particular through night torch. I said, oh, you know, I could buy you one of them, but got on this, they're very pleased with it, so I thought I'd just do a video of it and borrow it just to show you it, and I'll do an actual review of it at some point as well. But the actual item I thought you could carry on you and maybe use it for self-defense, not carry it on you for the purpose of self-defense, is one of these. Now you might recognise this. This is a metal grip trainer. You can get these in all sorts of poundages, but this one is sort of stainless steel full construction with the sort of anodised grip so you can grip it better. So obviously its purpose is to do that. Grip training. This is a £150 compression one. I haven't used them in a while, so I'm a bit rusty with them, but what you could obviously do with these, if you had it in your pocket just for grip training and somebody was trying to mug you, literally grip it into a fist like that and obviously not throwing massive punches in here. Sorry, spittle. I'm not throwing massive punches in here because I'm in a small room and I don't want to break the camera. But see, I'm sure you can imagine if you were to punch holding that like that, the compression might get your fingers, but better, you know, cut up fingers. You could even grip it slightly differently, so it wouldn't do that as much than getting stabbed or whatever if it was a last resort like that. So if you get the heavier poundage ones that are harder to squeeze, they're a bit chunkier, and obviously they're not going to go in with as much force. But as you can imagine, somebody punches you with one of those, that would do a lot of damage. The other thing I thought of with this is if you brought it down like that. See, a sort of flat bottom pommel. Hear that on my knuckles, you know, you wouldn't want to have somebody smash that on the top of your head as hard as they could, but obviously if you know it's your life on the line, you have one of these in your pocket for grip training. I think that would be a very good self-defense item, in all honesty. Whether or not I need to train my grip strength again, I don't know, because my area is getting a bit dodgy, like I said, so might be good. Also, this isn't one you could legally get away with carrying on you, but I thought some people might find interesting. It's just an idea. Basically, what I've got here is, when you buy dumbbells, if you get the ones you can adjust the weights on, you get one of these, which is, if you ignore this bit, this is basically where you'd put the weight discs on the iron plates and you screw little things on the ends, and you've got your dumbbell thing. So, got some dumbbells down there and a barbell down there. But so I've got one of those, and on their own they are very good. They're sort of for this height. You'd have a little bit of metal sort of baton. It's not comfortable to hold without gloves because it's sort of got the ridges on it, but you have basically got like a short little baton. But one set I bought came with one of these extenders, so you basically put one on each end of a dumbbell and you make a barbell with it. It's not as good as an actual barbell, so I've gone back to my barbell, but this is a really hefty bit of metal. So it's basically, as you see, just like a screw-on bit that goes onto each end of a dumbbell. But obviously, if you were to bring that down on somebody, again, I don't want to do anything too major with this in a small room because I'll break something. You could do a lot of damage with it. So you can use it like a bat like that, grip it part way down, and you've got like a shorter baton, obviously grip it two-handed. You could, if you really wanted to make an improvised baton with one, saw the dumbbell off there, the dumbbell bar, then you've got like a grip there. It's a bit shorter, so you could sort of do that with it as well, wind somebody. But yeah, this is a really chunky bit of metal. You could of course use that so it's, you know, nicer to hold. And most of the weights at this end, like a counterweight, you would not want to get hit by this. Like I said, you wouldn't legally carry this on you at all. I just thought it was an interesting thing that some people might be interested in. Like I said, never carry something like this on you, you'd totally get done. But I thought, you know, basically the law is in the UK, batons are illegal to sell or buy, but if you already own a baton, then that's fine. And this is just, you know, two bits of pipe essentially screwed together. That's what I find a bit stupid about the baton law, is obviously if a criminal wants one, they'll get one anyway, just like firearms on the black market. And you could make your own baton very easily, just sawing off a bit of pipe or whatever, but I thought this was just quite an interesting, you know, little side thing you could do with some dumbbell type, you know, things. Like I said, it's quite a, you know, nifty little thing for that. But yeah, that's pretty much the video. Like I said, my area's going to shit, so I'm wearing a stab proof every day I go to work now. Just because, basically, when I'm at home it's fine, but I have to get a bus from out of my area to get into the city centre. And then as soon as you're off the bus, you know, there's just like junkies like squatting in all the doorways. There's been a few crazy people outside work, you know, just screaming and shouting, waving bottles around. Police now and again arrest people, but you don't see foot patrols anymore, so and that's, you know, just, that's not even the organised crime element that you get a bit of as well. This is just the sort of junkies, you know, and crackheads and heroin addicts, whatever. So yeah, speaking of that, I might do a separate video on this. I saw that they were saying on the BBC that as much as I don't like the BBC, that knife crime is on the rise again, and now there is a knife crime incident every 16 minutes in the UK. So that's something to bear in mind, isn't it? You can have all these laws against all this, but it only hurts innocent people, not criminals. So, yeah, just thought that would be handy. But as I've said and other people have said, you wear a stab-proof, bulletproof jacket under a coat like this and you're in a dodgy area. I think that's one of the best self-defense things you can do. It makes you look a bit burlier. Somebody's less likely to pick on you, and if they do, you have got a stab and bullet resistant vest under there. If you want to spend a bit more money, you can get a custom fit made one that fit better, you know, stronger protection, but for 40-50 quid you can buy an old ex-police one and wear it under a fit coat or an old army kit, and you've got a good layer of defence there. So hope this video has been interesting to some people. I'm quite enjoying waving this. I might do a video in the garden with this and smash some shit up with it. But anyway, thanks to Jack Striker and Weaponcollector for their videos on similar subjects. I thought they were very interesting. Been watching through a load of Jack's old videos recently. But yeah, as I said, you can't legally carry anything on you for self-defense, especially not something like this. I just brought this up as a sort of side thing in the video. But something like this, I mean, if you had it on you and a dangerous situation arose, you've got a good thing there, haven't you, with it. So that's just sort of my thoughts on it, really. Like I said, stab proof under there. I'm rambling a bit now, but yeah. There's lots of things you can legally carry on you. The police have no reason to take them off of you, and if a dangerous situation arrives, the old saying goes, it's better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6. So I think that's really where this stuff comes in. So thanks for watching. Stay safe.